Welcome back to the Intel Extreme Master Sunzen, where we are casting Group B action, and we are currently in the winners match, which means that we are going to determine the first player to make it out of this very tough group. Could be our foreign hope, Liquid Snoota, or it could be Nate's very own Acer's Innovation, as Nate actually owns Innovation.
Yep, he is now part of not only Acer but Team Kappa. So before we get into this next series, of course, as we are now loaded in.
Is he actually part of Team Kappa? I wouldn't be surprised if you
We just picked up Parting. We have Starbuck as well.
Oh, that's a great pickup, man.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. I think Todd has an account actually in Kappa now.
Yeah,
but
I think he's as well.
But yeah, I guess I'll introduce the players first. And in the top right, you guys know him. He likes Swarm Hosts, but thankfully they're not that great in this matchup. It is the Red Zerg from Team Liquid, Snoot. Norwegian flag.
I think it's awesome.
And he's opened with a pretty quick spawning pool against his Terran enemy in the southwest, whom he defeated in the Acer Team Story Cup playoffs very recently. Acer's Innovation.
Innovation played this matchup already in an earlier stage in this group, so Snoot was not playing as we played all series 1v1, so he could have been watching it. I don't think he was able to learn a whole lot from it, as Innovation just absolutely steamrolled over True. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
Then again, you can always take a look at the build orders that Innovation used. They were kind of standard. One game he made 2 Hellions more than you normally expect. It was a double Reaper into 8 Hellions. Then he killed 25 workers, and that pretty much set the tone for the rest of the game. It was a 3 command center opening with 2 Rexes before the 2 E-base going down. So basically a 3 Rex opening.
He didn't take any big risks, I guess, is also a really important thing to mention. And I think it's playing it a little bit on the safe side is not a bad idea against a player who can be crazy like True. But Snoot, Zerg versus Terran is a matchup where I could see Snoot get a little bit frisky with maybe
he's going to
some
swing
roaches.
around with
Who
these
knows?
Zerglings, Nate. That's why he dropped the spawning pool first. Zergling's probably going to take a small little detour over here to the right up side of the map, and this Reaper is not going to catch anything.
He doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know. Do you think this Reaper is called Scotty?
No. But you know what? He sees the Queen timing, so that's it. Immediately the alarm bell's like, Queen's usually about
gets a
halfway.
drone. But this Reaper is sort of trapped now. No, it's not trapped. I thought he could have trapped it.
So the second Reaper for Innovation runs right headlong into these lings. And no!
Oh! For a second I thought he
man.
almost had it. I think if Snoot clicked one more.
Reapers move faster than Zerglings. Don't make it this close.
He's going to lose the Reaper and lose the SCV. This is a great opening for Snoot now. It's going to take at least 15 more seconds before this other Reaper pops. I don't think that this one Reaper is going to be able to save.
Get home! Go! Go!
Okay.
Get to the chopper.
Thanks, Arnold. Alright, still another SCV though.
It's so
no!
Oh my
Forces
goodness!
the cancel in the end.
You can't do that. Oh man, the Innovation. This is I actually can't think of a proper analogy to this.
A catastrophe.
To describe how bad this is for Innovation.
The chopper did not take off.
It did not. No. There was no gas.
Oh, look at these queens.
Oh my god. Whoop, whoop.
What a bizarre little move by Snoot.
Yeah. Reapers actually maybe could have run
and
do
look,
some damage.
if he gets his creep one down, Innovation won't allow that. Almost gets the drone as well. The Innovation is going to try to do something back, but 8 drones on the production tab for Snoot, who, by the way, has still not researched Zergling speed. That is worth mentioning.
Yep. I think he could very easily get away with going for a lair straight out of this if he wanted to do a roach push, which he doesn't have to do.
Is that very Snoot-like in this matchup?
I think Snoot is the kind of guy to do roach push in Zerg vs Terran, but I think more recently...
actually, yes. Snoot has actually done this quite a bit in the past. Like, I can't...
Oh, the denial!
Good. Okay. Innovation is definitely doing something back now, but yes, you're absolutely right. I've seen Snoot do it multiple times, 1-1. Actually had some conversations with him about it as well at the Seed Story Cup that I went to.
But Snoot, as we mentioned, is also on the
These
Terran...
queens are playing with...
wow. There's no creep.
There is Transfuse, though.
Transfuse. Transfuse.
Innovation is doing this so well.
He's just being really annoying. Yeah, this is good. This is really good from him.
But, he took a little bit of real damage on these Hellions. So this is very nice. Every shot counts.
Yeah. I mean, the Hellions...
20 workers.
Yeah. This is what happens, man.
Oh.
This queen kill will be really nice, though. Could almost get a second one. And then it can snowball pretty badly.
Yeah, because there's still only slows. Oh my god, this actually can backfire for Snoot very badly now. These two queens are running very low on HP. Nothing but slow Zerglings on the production tab.
Those Reapers have all their health, too.
Yeah,
like,
these Reapers need to step up their game.
Come on, you gotta take them for the team.
Stop being chickens. These Hellions, those are men. No, not...
No, pull it back.
Why?
Pull it back now.
Oh, transfuse. Oh my god. You know, Innovation can of course know what we know. It's very easy for us to sit here and scream because we see Zergling timing, we see the unit production tab, but if Innovation would have gone in there for the kill, he would have had the time of his life. This would have been him against True Part 2.
Yeah.
I just keep on rhyming. I can't
this
even
is
help
sick,
it.
man. He's made these Hellions and Reapers just do things, you know, that will give Zerg players shivers.
This great surround though by Snoot. My
surround.
goodness. He gets all of them.
Goodbye, Hellions.
Well met.
You are too young, but you killed many queens in your time.
So in the end, this was still good for Snoot. Yes, he lost a bunch of queens, but now he has freedom.
Yes, he does. These Zerglings. Oh, okay. Good defense. He could have lost a lot if a run by got in, but this lair is actually absurdly late. For all the praise that I could give Snoot, this lair.
Yeah, but he fired up upgrades before that. So
yeah.
I don't mind it that much. It's a style of preference. Snoot also not the type of what?
Oh
no, this is not necessary.
Well, that's one way to cook an egg.
He can get the E-base. He's gonna get a sick upgrade advantage.
He's gonna have the dirtiest upgrade advantage.
Yeah, he's gonna have 2/2 Zerglings against 0/0 bio. How sick would that be? Oh my god!
Right.
Is this a thing now, Nate?
This is what Terran Tiers are. These are what Terran Tiers are actually all about. Boom, 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 boom. No upgrades for you. Even gonna kill some Marines to boot. Not bad.
Innovation is probably just wondering what actually just happened.
It's like, is it actually worth it to have 18 Banelings go kill 2 engineering bays and 3 Marines?
Yeah, and then 2 minutes later he sees two Zerglings and Banelings. He's like, yep, can confirm, wasn't worth it.
Nope.
Alrighty, of course, keep the tweets coming as well, guys. It's a long night for us, so we really enjoy reading your tweets. Hashtag IEM is what we want to see you tweet about. This is just the first real day of main tournament action. Yesterday we had the open bracket. Today's the first real day, but it will only get better. We'll be back tomorrow night as well to provide some additional coverage from group either C or D. It depends, of course, what they want on the mainstream. Once more, we're going to have to just pause the game real quick as the network is a little bumpy. It's going to be a bumpy ride. That's what they say. Who sung that song? You wouldn't know that.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Yeah. It's like, no, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. You don't know that song? It's a good song.
No, I'm afraid not.
But yeah, like I said, hashtag IEM for all the tweets in regards of this tournament. And of course, the upcoming days as well. Let us know what you look forward to of Group C and Group D. Let us know what you thought about the game so far tonight.
Kev, who is your favorite player that's actually in this tournament? Out of everybody that's in...
Favorite as in close to my heart, or favorite...
Favorite to win. When you look at this player list, who actually wins this?
Zest.
Okay. That's a hard one to argue against. I think... I wonder how much Taja's recovered from that momentum kill he got in
Taja has been dreaming about... Taja has been an insomniac ever since that series against Big Baby.
If I had to pick one player from each race, I would say Zest, Taja, and Life. It's tricky because Taja and Life are in the same group.
I would go with Zest, Life, Innovation. Maybe Zest, Snoot, Innovation. I believe in Snoot, man.
Really?
Yeah, Snoot, my boy.
But in Innovation? I like Innovation as much as anybody else, and I would say I like him like like more friendly terms than Taja, but Taja has like Innovation has only seemingly had like big results in just the Acer Team Story Cup, and like as far as recent tournament results go, no, he hasn't really performed anywhere else.
I believe in him.
Yeah,
I don't think that he would have gone to this tournament and qualify if he wouldn't be ready. Innovation, one enough.
We're loaded back into the game, guys.
I really like how Snoot said leggy ooh, just in case like leggy wouldn't translate well. He's like, let me say leggy ooh. Sounds more Korean.
Maybe it's because U is right next to the Y key on the keyboard.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to make it funny, Nate. Why do you have to steal my thunder?
You know, at Zama ETC says go innovation hashtag IEM.
Ooh, I hope that Snoot's not gonna use these banings to blow up the debris. Killing the... I love how Innovation just rebuilt the engineering base as well over here. He's like, try that again.
It's like, do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
Have you ever casted a pro game of StarCraft 2 where the Zerg had 3-3 and the Terran had 0-0?
Actually, I got really close.
Really?
It was the other way around, though, and the Zerg player won.
With 0-0?
Yes, Life versus Innovation, actually, on Whirlwind in DreamHack Winter.
I was watching that game. I've watched that game.
Yeah, that game gave me nightmares. He's like, oh, my Baneling Roach attack didn't work. Well, let's just go mass Ling Bane, and he actually won against 2-2 Terran with no upgrades. It was sick.
Linking.
Made me cry. A lot of Terran.
Alright, Snoot's gonna see these two Medivacs flying to his main base, but Baneling's already. Innovation has to pick up. Oh, smart play by Innovation that tries to drop his Marines 1-1. Focus fires as well. This cute play from either side.
This
Innovation is
it's not just cute, it's adorable.
Yeah. He's dropping as well on the left-top side of the map. His fourth hatchery is a little bit exposed. Of course, that late layer meant late Spire.
I mean, Innovation's still in a position where he can deal some damage. He just can't afford to have Marines fight against Zerglings head-to-head.
Oh my god, did you see that Widowmine just killed that Marine? Traitor Widowmine.
Man.
That 50% of the units that this Marine has killed are friendly units.
These Widowmines, they can kill your own units. They get actual ranks.
Oh my god, which one is sound enabled? I guess it's good now. Let us know if those games sound, guys. My Chinese is not what it used to be.
I think this client is in... I think the regular Chinese client isn't simplified, but I can't read the characters anyway.
Alright, Innovation is moving out, Nate. It's 1-1 buyer. There are a bunch of Widowmines in the mix as well. Against Snoot, his 2-2 Zergling Baneling. We're currently looking at 12 Banelings, also 8 Mutalisk, 83 workers as well. If Snoot stops this attack, he puts himself in a phenomenal position.
Yep. This is really tough though, because it's still a whole upgrade advantage for
look at all
Snoot.
those Banelings! Oh, that was so close to finishing up as well.
He's going to sandwich him. Oh yeah, he's going to sandwich this army. The upgrades are too good for Snoot.
Le Massacre.
Innovation is still, he's sticking.
But he still didn't fire up 2-2. I don't think he has an armory.
Yeah. No. He has an armory. His drilling claws on the way. He just forgot to start 2-2. He has to have an armory if he has drilling claws.
Okay. Fine.
So this actually does make me worry now, because Innovation has had a solid minute or two to try to catch up because there's no hive, but. He's actually making it easier for Snoot at this point.
Burrow's cool upgrade.
He's gonna take a fight. I don't know.
Innovation can't fight.
I don't like this. Innovation, you can't fight
Oh
versus
my, friendly fire again.
I mean, Widowmines. Everyone knows their primary purpose is to counter Marines in this matchup, as the Banelings kill everything else.
Snoot just absolutely steamrolling Innovation over here. Having an upgrade advantage is a very useful tool to have. Banelings moving forward. There's a Widowmine over here. Just keep killing Marines.
Oh man, watching Snoot play ZVT just makes me want to just cry all day. He is so good at this matchup. He makes it look so impossible for Innovation to get a lead in this game.
Yeah, there is not going to be that phase in this game where Innovation has a lead. He's down 23 workers, he's down a base, Contaminate being used as well. The beauty of 2-2 Zerglings, and there's maybe soon to be a few Banelings as well.
Yeah, you can fight in a choke point versus Marines and still win, even though they're being healed by Medivacs. And they get to hear these horrible Marine death screams.
Yes. GG is called, and Snoot wins game number 1 on Overgrowth after a very cool snipe on those first 2 engineering bases that were researching 1-1. And Snoot now just 1 map win away from not just qualifying for the playoffs, but winning his group, Nate. And that means that you avoid players like Zest, and after tomorrow, maybe you can avoid Atasia out of Group D or Alive, or out of Group C. Who's Group C again?
Group C is Solar Puck, Jaedong Hero.
That's really hard to call, to be honest. I have no idea how that group's gonna go. What would you say?
Well,
Solar. I know there are so many foreigners out there that go crazy over Solar.
I like Solar and Puck, but that's only because I like them. I think Puck could beat either of the Zergs, but Hero should get out of the group, and then the second one is a toss-up.
I don't know. With Hero, you never know either. Like, I love Liquid Hero, but he's also a hit-or-miss guy. It depends which hero shows up. If it's the sick nerd baller that used to win DreamHack, then Hero's gonna be fine, but it won't be easy for our Liquid's Hero. Either way, winning your group basically means that you get a slightly easier opponent. Not always, definitely nothing is guaranteed. It can also still be unfortunate, but As good as Sun is, I'd prefer to play Sun than Zest. So just winning your group means that you avoid Zest. I would try to win my group.
I wouldn't want to play against Zest.
I would, just one time, then never again.
Just so you could say you played him?
Yeah.
If I was as good as one of these guys, I wouldn't want to play against Zest.
Nope. Alrighty, I'm just gonna have to rehost the game lobby real quick. Did you see which map it is, by the way?
King Saging Station.
Ooh, okay. You guys are still watching IEM? How many people do we have on stream right now, Nate?
We have 10,380 people watching.
Alright, I made a guess at the start of the broadcast. We got 11,800. I want to see this. I think it's possible. What time is it in Europe now?
If it's 2 here, that means they're 9 hours ahead. It's like 11:20, 11:18.
Yeah, it's kind of early. I guess a lot of people are at school, work. Either way,
having
we
their
appreciate
brunch.
all of you of tuning in, of course, especially all of our Americans that are still awake just like us. Man, imagine if you're on the East Coast and you're still awake and you have to work today. Then you have a problem.
I don't know, Kev. That is
Then you guys
too
are in the
much.
same boat as me and Nate.
Yeah, we are. With how long some of these Swarm host games have been, we could literally go from casting this straight over to casting the next tournament without sleeping.
Yep.
It's a very real possibility.
Later today, for all of our North Americans that are somehow still awake, if you want to qualify for the Battlegrounds in Detroit, there is a tournament later today. Nate and me will be casting that one as well. It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
You can win your free ticket, flight, accommodation, autographs with Nate and me. Free drink from me as well if you just win the qualifier. More information at battlegrounds.redbull.com.
Pretty sick.
Sick live.
So, of course, we look at this matchup, this map. Snoop seems to just have a really good grip on StarCraft 2. That cancel on. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, this makes me think back to, and hopefully I'm not getting this from the wrong tournament again. But wasn't it yesterday? Was it true against Jachi where he built this pool at 13 and we didn't understand why?
Yeah, and he didn't do anything with it.
The thing is, it didn't do anything against the Command Center first build because the Command Center was already done, but a Reaper build, I think he was expecting a Reaper play from Jachi, and now suddenly I feel bad for being really confused as to why True did that, because Snoot got his pool at the same time that True did.
I don't feel bad at all because it's your matchup and you should have had that.
Wow.
So
I'll be honest, I haven't been 14 pooled very recently.
It's all good, brother. Of course, Liquid Snoot is our red Zerg player, spawning in the right bottom side. King Saging Station, just one map win away from making it to the round of 8 of the Inter Extreme Masters Sun Zen. And once more living up to the expectation of being our foreign hope. But it's not easy. It's still a hurdle to take. Just taking one map from this guy is a challenge on his own. Of course, Ace's very own Innovation. I'm just doing this for our graphics guy who's sitting backstage, you know, like he woke up as well, like 11 p.m. We brought him to the studio. He has one job, that's bringing up the flags. And if we don't introduce the players, then
you've got to come be here till 5 in the morning to make sure these player flags are pretty
He's like, come on guys, I just chucked 7 Red Bull, like I'm awake for a reason. Please introduce the players.
Top 3 graphics switching in,
yeah, he is, without a shadow of a doubt. Of course, big shout out to all the people behind the scenes as well, because a lot of you guys in chat are like, oh, Nathan and Rotting are so cool for being up all night. But it's not just us, there are a lot of people behind the scenes as well. They deserve all the love too, because without them it would just be me and Nate in his bedroom again. And it's not the same.
It's not the same.
In many ways.
Reaper's gonna come into the main base. Innovation would love to get something done with this, of course. Doesn't seem to be any immediate threat to his workers building that command center, so already this game is going better for the Terran player than the last one.
Yep, and of course Snoot doesn't want to lose any drones. Last game he did lost 2 drones eventually against the Reapers. But needless to say, Innovation is very, very happy to see that this command center is being built in peace.
Yeah, that is very, very important. And Innovation just wants to pressure the front as much as possible. And basically take any opportunity that he can get. And this is some dirty Reaper micro coming out of Innovation.
Has to be careful, doesn't want to play too much with fire. He also lost one of those Reapers against the Zerglings, that was really unfortunate.
Yeah, not fun.
Second command center is going down as well. I think this Overlord already spotted it, so Snoot knows what he's playing against. This time speed is going to be done much quicker, of course, as well, because of the different opening. This drone! It's poor day. It's poor
Denied.
Drone. Sad day to be a drone is what I tried to say.
Getting to work on these rocks. And Innovation's build, I'm wondering if we're going to see him be as aggressive with the Hellions again. Like, he's actually He's actually inspiring me to make just a couple extra Hellions because he just does so much with them. It's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, I will never forget this one day that I was casting Ghost StarCraft 2 in the ESL studio in Germany. And I casted Happy playing TVZ for like 5 series in a row. And every game was just the exact same thing, you know, the double command center into 6 Hellions. Every game. And then this one dude like started to blind counter him so hard that instead of 6 Hellions, Happy made 16 Hellions. And he just killed everything on the other side of the map. These Zerglings are swinging around. They're gonna try to surround the Hellion.
Oh, Snoop.
They should get one. If he gets both.
Ball. That Marine did a really good job of taking some of the fire. Oh,
he's gonna get both.
Close.
Unless he repairs
SCVs, throw up your fists.
Zerglings in the main as well. That's really frustrating for Innovation.
Oh, he's gonna get this Hellion.
Oh my god, no!
No!
Yeah, no! No! Oh. So sick! Living on the edge.
Nice save.
That's actually 6 save.
That was dirty.
He still got 1 Hellion though. Man, the action today is impeccable.
We actually, I don't think we've had action like non-stop.
Yeah, we did not
every
really have,
single game.
We did not have a boring game. You could say Snoot vs Stork on Nimbus. You know that game was.
It went long.
It went long. It looked over at minute 15, but you know Stork was still making some good moves. Definitely not perfect play, but you know whenever there is a 200 supply Protoss air army with 333 upgrades and there is money in the bank, you cannot say that the game is over.
Yeah, anything can still happen here.
Snoot has to be careful over here because we saw earlier today that Innovation is not afraid to just go for it.
And he's gonna go for it. Gets 1 queen. Some Zerglings running up, but there's not really enough firepower out of here. He's basically just trying to target down 1 Hellion at a time and just whittle away at this, which is kind of working. But now he knows, oh, you've got a Roach Warren. There's an Evolution Chamber. What's next?
He can go for the queens now. There are a lot of Zerglings about to spawn. The drones are sort of lined up. This could still go very bad for Snoot. He already lost a handful of drones, and it's not over yet. It all depends on how these Zerglings are going to engage this little army as well. Zerglings stream in.
This choke point is so rough for him, and he's killing the drones as well.
These Reapers, man.
Innovation, man. He's making this work in a pretty crazy way.
Yep, got 10 drones.
Oh, that Reaper.
10 drones and 3 queens. Would you say that's
10 drones, 3 queens for what? Maybe
and mining time?
6 or 7 Hellions of mining time? Yeah, I'll take it.
Very acceptable, I'd say, if you are a Terran player.
Yeah,
even
not bad.
Lost the creep tumor over here as well. So you know. Felt like sharing.
Yeah. So let's
collateral
see.
damage.
I like this tweet. At this hour, I'd expect the Roddy soundboard to even be asleep, let alone the 2 real casters.
Once more, it's not just us, it's also the people behind the scenes.
Someone has to press the Roddy soundboard buttons.
Yes, I'm actually not even here, guys. Once more, Liquid Snoot shows that he is a force to be reckoned with.
I pre-recorded all the player names.
Big cheese coming up over here. What more did I say?
This is still a big Roach play.
Yeah, but he doesn't have.
So he's got that fast Carapace,
yeah.
and we've only ever seen players like Revival do this.
Violet.
Although the situation is quite different.
Violet does it sometimes. I think he did it once.
Yeah. He did it against Illusion, I think, in some.
Okay, these Reapers are going to see all these roaches now. And our Innovation is going to be like, why do you have so many roaches?
The roaches have arrived.
Stim is ready. Common Shield not ready yet, but I feel that Innovation has enough units to deal with it. Of course, you want to be careful. Innovation is like, not the E-base again!
Not my...
No!
Not the E-base!
But with Stimmed Bio, he should be more than fine. He's repairing his engineering base. Well, Snoot really wants it.
Which one is he going to deny? Armor? Okay.
It's something.
I mean, Marines will still kill everything when they get the Demitac upgrades, which is, you could say, almost all that matters. But
I don't feel that this game is going anywhere near as good for Snoot as the last one. I do not think that these roaches did what Snoot was hoping for. Of course, these roaches can still run around, be annoying, buy time. During all this, Snoot did squeeze out some additional roaches. I love how he's dropping creep over here. That's going to make it a little easier for these roaches to retreat. I'll small things up, and hit and run is more effective as well.
Lowers the depots to get another better
And these
angle.
roaches actually trade surprisingly well. It's time to go, though.
Roaches, man.
It's time to go!
If only he had that +1 armor. The funny thing is, right, a Roach with a +1 attack. Actually, he doesn't have attack upgrades. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not even relevant. I was gonna say the Roach with the Roach with the +1 attack. If the Marines don't have that +1 armor, one of the things that make a 1/1 Roach push strong is it takes a 1 hole less hit. I think you can actually like 2-shot Marines. It's ridiculous.
No.
Or something like that. No, it's like one. It's 1 less hit. I'm pretty
Maybe
sure.
like with a stim,
Yeah, with a stim, Yeah, because it's like Zerglings.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Thank you, Kev. Because stim.
I know that you
stim,
don't play a whole lot of TVZ. That's why I'm here for.
Cool. Stim generally finishes.
Oh, these
before...
Baneling. Sorry, Nate. Sorry to interrupt there, but 4 Widowmines get blown up by 2 little Banelings. Baneling speed is not ready yet, though, so this is still a very, very, very difficult push for Snoot to survive.
I think Innovation's got this, man.
Yeah,
These Banelings should never touch the Marines. Oh, unless they touch them. Oh, okay. Okay.
Touch them a little bit. It's like one of those. It was a hoverhawk.
Those Banelings, they hover hug the Marines.
That's so great. Man, I'm funny at midnight.
All right, well, these
Anyway,
Marines will not die.
It's still a massacre, and the units lost resource step will tell the tale of this story. Snoot just lost a few too many workers and a few too many queens against the Hellions, and the Roach counterattack did not do the damage that he was looking for, and Innovation, his counter, was relentless.
Yep. Very nice play by the Acer Terran player to even up the score here. Snoot's got 83 supply, and he's going to make just a few more Zerglings, but there's nothing on Innovation's side of the map to try to do counterplay. He just has to rely on the X number of Banelings that he has, which is not a particularly impressive number to say the least.
No.
Maybe he's hoping these Widowmines will kill Innovation's units.
Yeah, like in the last
They're
game.
getting close. Oh, these Banelings running through, Marauders holding on, but...
Yeah, it doesn't really matter anymore. Snoot still has 60 drones, that's actually impressive, but he doesn't have any units, and when there is Stimmed Bio knocking on your front door, it is nice to have a few units. So this means that Innovation will even up the series, and he is still in the running to win Group B. Of course, if Snoot loses, for everyone that's just joined us, European viewers that are waking up, if Snoot loses this series, his tournament life will be on the line against True, who looked very, very good in ZVZ. Then again, Snoot is also a well-known ZVZ monster, so that could actually be a really sick ZVZ series.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to see. Yeah, he manhandled Revival, that's for sure. So we are moving into the third and final map of this best of 3. What is the map, Kev?
Take a look if I can load it in time. This is currently written in Chinese. It is going to be
Nimbus.
Nimbus? Okay, that's yeah.
The Nimbus.
Nimbus is a great map, I think, for Snoot, because we all know that Snoot is capable of keeping up with these top Koreans if he gets up to 4 bases. You know, if you give Snoot 80 drones and 4 bases, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter who you're watching. If it's a Korean Zerg or if it's Snoot, Snoot is one of those very few guys that is that good in that phase in the game.
Yeah. I think he's showing like he's really good at competing with, I mean, as we're seeing in this series, he's put up a reasonable fight against Innovation. But he's one of those non-Korean players that really goes toe-to-toe, especially recently with the Koreans. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say recently, Nate. Like, I think since late Wings of Liberty, and then the first few months of Heart of the Swarm, you know, Snoot, it took him a little while because he didn't switch over immediately. He was still playing a lot of Wings of Liberty during the beta of HOTS. So then the very first tournament, the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship Finals in 2013 in Hanover, Snoot performed disappointed. Or he was rather disappointing, but then I think after that he won the tournament in Spain, the Bilbao, or he won an ESET Masters or whatever he won. It only took him like 2-3 months, and after that, you know, he was just good old Snoot, runner-up at Home Story Cup, winning Sleet Story Cup, won a few local tournaments here and there as well. He's just been doing really well, man. He is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
I completely agree.
Let's do it for the graphics guy over here on the right top side of Nimbus. If he wins this map, he will advance to the Intex Remastered Sun Zen round of 8. It's Snoot. Look at that flag. Bam! He loves it, Nate.
That Norwegian flag is awesome. So, his opponent, of course, in the bottom right, the Korean Terran player representing Team Acer. It is Innovation. Innovation.
Of course, it's always awesome to see Innovation participate in tournaments like this as well. Innovation has definitely had its ups and downs in HOTS. It started with a very, very, very high up. Of course, winning what was it called? The Season 1 Global Finals in Korea. Would that be the correct term? WCS Season 1 Global Finals in Korea, when he defeated SOS in the final. That was, of course, a great start. He was the runner-up of the GSL/WCS Korea Season 1 back then as well. Was up 3-0 against Soki. Eventually lost the series, but he won our hearts.
Yeah. Innovation had a very interesting 2013. He peaked pretty early in the year.
Yeah.
Before, and then the results kind of tapered off very quickly for him.
Yeah.
So.
And BlizzCon was a disaster.
Yeah, he stated in his most recent interviews, especially, that he is really looking to get back towards that top performing form, because it'll happen to lots of players, right? They say, okay, when you get the big championship, when you are on top, like when there was a solid 2-3 months where it's like, oh, you have to play Innovation in a tournament. Well, sorry, it's like, sorry you had that draw, but he's been hoping to get back into that top form. He showed it in his online tournaments, but it's these offline events where he needs to make it actually happen.
This could be a great start for him, though, to turn 2014 and perhaps into the year of innovation. That is still possible with a couple of GSL seasons down the road. Well, just one, but still, it's a great one. Maybe 2. No, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing there. Do they have 5 seasons or 3 seasons? It's 3 right now.
For GSL?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still 3.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, I was confused because I recently read this post on Reddit where someone was like, they should go back to 5.
Hey man, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I think every Star. Then again, we are.
The more StarCraft, the better, right?
Yes, but then again, Nate, have you been able to watch everything lately?
No.
So, the more the merrier, but
we're like the extreme though, right? When you look at the bell curve of people that watch StarCraft, we are like on the extreme end towards people that watch everything.
But we are still not able to watch everything, so what does it say? Hashtag a live game. Zergling Speed is about to finish up for Snoot. Of course, a very important game for Snoot, a very important game for innovation as well, as this one little Happy Reaper is going to hop into the main base. You can see him click on that extractor immediately, as he wants to make sure that Snoot is not doing some sort of a crazy all-in. But our very own Snooter does not often all-in in game number 3. He is confident in his skills, and he should. Innovation has not really switched up his build order very much today yet, Nate. Either he's saving the surprises for the playoffs, or this is just his go-to one and only build that he brought to Sun Zen.
It makes sense. I mean, Terran versus Zerg, Terran versus Zerg is more so these days about finding something that you can really stick with, like one build almost. And you can mix it up sometimes, but like the matchup has reached a very interesting point where you need to be able to exploit certain timings so well that if you practice more than one style, you actually hurt yourself because you're more prone to making mistakes when you switch between the two.
2 Hellions in the production tab. As the first 2 are cruising across the map with 2 Reapers as the little escort. Of course, right now there are another whole lot of Zerglings on the map for Snoot, but above all, he wants to make sure that he doesn't end up losing Queens. These 4 Zerglings could actually help in picking up one of the low HP units. There's one Queen who has a lot of energy and is actually taking a lot of... Why is no one helping this poor little Queen? You don't want to lose a Queen with this much energy in this phase in the game.
Yeah, nice smart decision to pull it back, but still some Zerglings being killed, some drones, and I mean, should be able to at least pick off one of these Hellions, as I imagine Innovation's going to stick around for probably a bit longer than he needs to.
And there are 16 Zerglings in the production tab. That could be enough to actually pick something off. Once more, this very low HP Queen comes back. There is not enough energy on any of the other Queens to transfuse him. Or her, excuse me.
Yeah, getting to work on these rocks, not too bad. And at this point, Innovation's just going to power up. He's going to get his upgrades going. Now here's something that's interesting. We have a lair on the way before any evolution chambers, before there's any upgrades coming in. So
what's up with these 9 Banelings?
These 9 Banelings, I mean, they look like they're defensive, but I have to say...
9 defensive Banelings in this phase in the game? I'm confused by that.
You can't, how is he supposed to get aggressive unless he...
Yeah, no, I'm confused by it regardless.
Yeah, unless he does like a Baneling speed all-in, but even that is not... It's not really a thing.
Do you think that he...
+1/1.
Do you think that Snoot is banking on the fact that Innovation is going to go for a YOLO move once more with Hellions, the Reapers up the ramp, and then BAM! Surprise, Baneling?
That's a really, really ballsy. Like, I don't think Snoot can do anything right now other than just make Zerglings and Banelings. But what does he do with the lair? I don't understand what the lair is for if he's going to do this.
17 Banelings before anything else.
Now the evolution chambers start up. So he thought in it, like, what has Snoot seen that he thinks that Innovation would have been attacking him already?
I don't know.
Does he not know about the third? Did he not know about the third command center? Did he think that this was going to be like a 2-base 1/1 attack? I don't know. You would need this setup if the Terran player was doing this off 2 bases, but Snoot not seeing the third command center.
Yeah,
I still don't know if that's reason enough.
I think that's exactly what happened, Nate. I think this time he did not see the third command center, but he should still know the timings of all these buildings. I'm a little bit we're confused.
Exactly. He's gonna pick up boost around Innovation. He's not looking for a fight. He'd like to drop this fourth base, but he can't. Cool tweet from @Mr. Exticle. Hashtag #IEM will win. Red Eye told me so. Norway is strong. USA, USA, USA. There's three different nationalities in that tweet, and I'm just not sure what to say anymore.
Bunch of Marines being dropped on top of these Zerglings, so most of these Zerglings will fall. A couple of the Banelings did blow down a couple of supply depots, and one is almost burning down, but he's keeping it alive. Still though, he only has 9 Banelings left now. He's morphing a few more, but slow Banelings off creep. Innovation knows how to deal with those, Nate.
Yeah.
And Snoot cannot afford to lose all these units and then also lose his hatchery. Oh my,
these Hellions have target fired the Banelings incredibly well. And now I'm actually really worried because Innovation just has so much going for him in this game. These Banelings try to get this around. Nope.
I don't think Snoot can defend this hatch, Nate, without creep. Okay, Baneling speed did just finish off, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, he has Baneling speed, but Innovation's 1-1 right now, so just splitting the micro gives him so many options. Cancels that
beautiful split there as well, making the best out of these very few Marines that were still alive. So far, incredibly.
He's got his armory too, so you could turn that. You can even turn that Hellion into a Hellbat, get a little bit of extra juice out of it.
What an incredibly cost-effective game so far for Innovation. 1,600 resources lost against 4,200 for Snoot. 14 more Banelings on the way. Snoot is going to need some miraculous Baneling connections against the Innovation. Which we all know is going to be pretty damn tough. Marines being pulled to the back, couple of Widowmines burrowing as well. Still so many Marines alive. Few more Banelings will roll in.
Yeah.
Not really get anything.
He does have that hatchery rebuilding on the left side. Okay, Innovation's going to move over and try to get this. There's a lot of active creep tumors, a couple queens.
Yeah, I'm afraid this is just going from bad to worse. It's 26 army supply against 74. Innovation has put on a clinic over here, but can't help to feel that Snoot misread this game a tiny bit. Banelings will maybe get reasonable connections this time, but the splitting of Innovation is actually phenomenal, Nate. There is just no chance, no window of opportunity for these Banelings to do what they're looking for. Absolutely sick control there by Innovation. Look at the units lost resource tab. Wow.
Yeah, this is actually gnarly. Innovation he's rocking it. Zerglings and Banes are going to move in once again, and he's trying to use those Widow Mines to help kill him, but he spreads out too well. He is splitting against Banelings and his own Widow Mines.
That's how good he is. I don't know what to say, Nate. I'm speechless. Phenomenal performance here by Innovation. A little bit unfortunate for Snoot that he perhaps misread the situation of this game, but it doesn't take anything away of Ace's very own Innovation, who will win and does so in phenomenal fashion. Game 1, things didn't go his way. Snoot caught him off guard with those very first few Zerglings that swung around the map, but game 2 and 3, it was all Innovation.
Yeah, really great play by Innovation, and he just turned it up. Really, he got set behind pretty damn badly in the start of the first game with the command center being canceled, losing Marines, losing those Hellions, getting surrounded. So, just a great recovery by him, and that does mean that Snoot will go to face off against True in the next match that we're going to play.
Yeah, and that's actually going to be the final series of the day on our stream. So if you're a Snoot fan, you definitely want to stay tuned. You want to be close to your monitor because this is a really important one. If Snoot wins, he will still make it to the Intel Extreme Masters round of 8 single elimination bracket. If he loses, then it's all over for him. It's going to be awesome, Nate. Big series, ZVZ. Two people that have left a very good impression in me on me when it comes to ZVZ.
Yeah, the thing is, I still haven't quite placed where I think or how good I think True is, but he is good.
I think Snoot is also quite good. I think in ZVZ he's very, very good.
Maybe it'll be an interesting match to say the least.
I'm just going over the replay real quick, by the way, guys. Of course, something that I normally do, but just wonder. But even like everything was so standard in Innovation, other than the fact that Snoot did not see the command center, but you do see the timing on those Rexes, and that was really
that should speak enough to it.
Yeah. Either way, unfortunately we're not in China. We can't ask him. We are still here in Burbank. It's currently 2:42 a.m. We're gonna throw to a very small commercial break, but before we do that, we want to encourage you guys, keep the tweets coming. It's really fun for us to read as we are sitting over here in the middle of the night. We love reading your tweets. Keeps us happy, keeps us energetic, keeps us excited. And hopefully you guys are excited as well for the final series. Let us know where you guys are currently watching the Intel Extreme Masters from. I think it's safe to say that right now, like, all time zones are pretty well covered. We have some Americans. We have definitely Europeans waking up. We saw a few tweets sprinkle in here and there from Australia as well.
Yeah. I got some guy. I got another guy that says he's staying up late with us in Los Angeles. So
cool.
Other Los Angelites.
Maybe we can crash on his couch for 2 hours before we're going to get over to the Red Bull studio. You guys want to, if anyone in LA wants to host Ruddy and Nate so we don't have to battle LA traffic tomorrow morning, let us know. Well, yeah, keep the tweets coming. #IEM, and of course, give the IEM account a follow. Twitter.com/IEM. Either way, very small commercial break, and after that, we'll be back. ZVZ to determine who's going to be the second player to advance from Group B. Is it going to be Liquid Snoot or is it going to be True? Stay tuned.